In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about choosing a broker and choosing software, charting package, that kind of thing. It's a subject what I get asked about a lot, and people ask me if I can give recommendations, and the short answer is no, I can't. And there's a very good reason for that. Basically, the reason is that what's right for one person isn't necessarily right for someone else. So I want to just cover off why that is and how you can go about choosing the right broker and the right software for you. So software and brokers are in fact a lot like cars, and in the same way that there are lots of different types of cars, there are lots of different types of software and lots of different types of broker, and there's a very good reason for that. All cars do basically one thing, and that is that they get you from A to B. You get in the car, you drive off, and you finish at the end of your journey, hopefully at your destination. And it doesn't matter if you're driving a Lamborghini or a Range Rover or whatever it might be, the car's going to get you from A to B. So why are all these different types of cars on the market? Well, basically because not all journeys are the same. If you're driving along on a nice flat straight tarmac road like this, then why not use a car like this? Perfect for the job, get you there in style and very quickly, no doubt as well. But if you're going for a rumble in the jungle, then obviously the Lambo ain't going to do it for you, and you're going to be looking at something like this. So not all journeys are the same, and there are different cars to cater for different types of journey. And in the same way, not all trades are the same. There are stock trades, forex trades, day trades, swing trades, long-term trades. So horses for courses, different cars for different journeys, different brokers and different software for different types of trade. Now, in the same way that not all journeys are the same, not all drivers are the same either. The Lamborghini we saw earlier, ideal for the young, free, single alpha male, but probably not so useful for the family. They're more likely to be riding around in the ubiquitous MPV or people carrier. And in the same way that not all drivers are the same, not all traders are the same either. Some traders will have particular requirements. You can't just lump all traders into one big group and say that they need the same thing. So let's have a look at some software considerations then, knowing that what is right for one person ain't necessarily right for another. What sort of thing do you need to think about when you're choosing the software that's going to be right for you? First thing, and I'm talking primarily about charting software here obviously, is kind of chart attributes themselves. Things like the chart style, whether you want bar charts or candlestick charts. Most software provides all of these kinds of things, but obviously it's important to know up front what style you prefer and to make sure that the software will provide that style. And same thing with time periods. If you most software will let you configure the time period of the bars or the candles, you know, if you want 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute or whatever. But some software will let you pick that from a predefined list, other software will let you define whatever you want. So if you happen to be trading a particular strategy that requires 7.5 minute bars and the software don't support it, then obviously that ain't going to work for you. And in time periods, I include tick charts in that as well. Some software will support that, some won't. And obviously if tick charts are your thing, then you need to make sure that the software that you're looking at is going to support those. Other very important thing is indicators. Anyone who's read my course will know that I don't particularly use indicators, only a single moving average, which most chart packages will support. But if indicators are your thing, if you've got complicated formulas or you like to put on, you know, RSI, CCI, stochastics, Bollinger Bands, and whatever else it might be that you want on your chart, you need to know that the package is going to support them, and that not only that it has those indicators, but that it will let you put as many as you need on a chart in one go. Data feeds, very important consideration. Almost counts as software in itself. Some charting package will come with its own data, and some charting packages will let you choose what data feed you want to use. Now, all the data ultimately comes from the same place, which is the exchange in question. Forex is slightly different because there is no central exchange, but generally speaking, if you're trading NYSE stocks, then that data is coming from the NYSE exchange. Same for Nasdaq and so on. So first of all, you need to make sure that the package you've got has the ability to get the data that you want and in the format that you need, and then you need to look at where that data is coming from. Is it coming directly from the charting provider, or is it coming from a third party? And if it's coming from a third party, then is that third party reliable? Are they going to be around for a while? And if anything should happen to them, will you be able to get that data elsewhere? So data feeds, very important consideration. And connectivity is another consideration, less important than data feeds, but some people will want their charting package to connect directly to their broker so that they can fire off orders from the chart, or indeed connect it to other third-party software, robot trading software, or analysis software, that kind of thing. So you may well need to consider connectivity when you're looking at the software that you want to use. More considerations, technical requirements. Obviously you need to make sure that whatever software you're looking at is going to run on whatever kind of computer you've got. There's no point in getting something that only runs on Windows if you're using a Mac, or vice versa. And there's no point in getting something that requires the latest and greatest machine if your machine is 5 years old and has trouble running Windows. So obviously take a look at the technical requirements, make sure that you can run it. Price. Well, price is obviously very subjective. Generally speaking, you get what you pay for. There are various different price considerations. Some software will have a one-off purchase price. Some software incidentally is free as well. You don't necessarily have to pay for your software. Obviously the implications of that are in terms of reliability and some of the other things what we'll look at in a second. So there may be an out-and-out purchase price, and there may be recurring fees. Some software you only rent, things like eSignal, you pay a monthly fee based on the features what you use. Now monthly fees might be great for some people, other people prefer to pay one off and know that they own a license for that software for life. And reliability is obviously fairly closely linked to price, or one would hope so. So often it will be a trade-off between how much you're willing to pay and the kind of reliability you want. And again, that comes down to what kind of trader you are. If this is your full-time living, you make your living out of trading, then you need software was reliable. And paying a few $100s a month for software, it might seem a lot if you're just getting started in trading, but if this is how you're making your living, this is the tool of the trade, you need to pay whatever it takes to have the tool that's going to serve you well. So price and reliability closely interlinked, and don't just go for the cheapest. You need to go for the price point that's right for your requirements. And support is again very often closely linked to price, and the level of support you need will depend on the kind of trader and the kind of experience that you have. There's technical support, obviously getting the thing set up, making sure it works, fixing it if it breaks, and upgrades is another form of support. Are you going to pay for this software and then never see the vendor again, or are they going to be around for a while to fix bugs and add new features and support new data feeds or new ways of doing things? So as I say, that will depend largely on your experience level and your requirements in terms of how reliable you need the software to be. So that's software. If we turn to choosing a broker, some of the considerations what you need to bear in mind when choosing a broker. Obviously the instruments available, do they offer what it is you want to trade? No point going with a forex broker if you're looking to trade stocks, or a stockbroker if you want to be trading index futures or whatever. Some brokers will offer the whole lot, and that may be a good